It's mid-November, the fall color is out, it's time to hop on the motorcycle and take a ride. We are going to do about 120 miles, and our ride is going to take us out past Nevada City by the Bridgeport and then Malakoff Diggins and to the little town of Washington, and then we'll loop back around.
The route that we're following today will be linked in the description below, so if you're interested in taking the route, you can. We are going to see some really great sights, aside from winding roads and lots of beautiful fall colors. We're going to also hit a brewery, and we have two fabulous bridges to hit. One is covered, and one is a half-through truss.
Built in the 1800s.
Both built in the 1800s. All right, come along. We have arrived. The Bridgeport Covered Bridge spans the South Yuba River. It's the only remaining single-span Howe-truss Burr Arch covered timber bridge of this size in the nation. It was built in 1862, and in 1947 the bridge was first recognized as a historic landmark. The bridge was closed to vehicular traffic in 1972 and became a pedestrian bridge at that point. The original bridge had seen major damage over the years due to extreme flooding in 1862 and in 1997, after it had already been raised 5 feet back in 1971. And here is the covered bridge that I've been trying to show you. We were told that, at one point, the bridge was washed downstream. After it was replaced, it was realized that it had spun, and it was installed backwards. We've not been able to verify this story. It was closed in 2011 for structural problems, and after a $6.9 million restoration project, it was opened 10 years later. The Bridgeport Covered Bridge claims the longest clear span of any surviving wooden covered bridge in the world. Its total length is 233 feet, with a span of 208 feet. Other landmarks at this site include a big red barn and antique petrol filling station, as well as museums inside the filling station, the barn, and a nearby house.
We are on our way to Purdon Bridge. Uh-oh. water crossing. Wits End. Interesting. Purdon Road. I've never approached the bridge from this direction. We are dropping way down. I can check the elevation at the bridge and then measure it again when we get back.
Traveling east from Bridgeport, we drop down to the Purdon Bridge over the South Fork of the Yuba River. The Purdon Bridge is a pin-connected Pratt truss built by Oakland-based Cotton Brothers in 1895. It's distinguished as the last remaining half-through truss bridge in California, meaning that the deck is supported at the mid-height between the top and the bottom chords. It has a 145-foot long main span. The Purdon Crossing was a major link on the road from Nevada City to Points North. The Purdon Bridge replaced several timber crossings that had been washed away in floods.
Well, they dressed it up since last time I was here. Being here puts me in the mood for a porter.
What kind of porter?
What kind? Just not sure. A Purdon porter. Yeah. Why didn't I think of that? Kind of fun to live in an area like this. Purdon Road. Onondaga Village. Let's just see how Grizzly Hill is. I'm sure this road will be corrugation free. Turnagain Arm, what's that? I was supposed to go up Turnagain Arm. Malakoff Diggins State Park. That is where they hit the hillsides with big jets of water from monitors, which are basically like water cannons. And they would just erode away and then run all of the runoff through a sluice box to get the gold. And yeah, all of that runoff would clog all the streams, kill the fish. I mean, because they were day and night for years and years and years, just blasting away at the sides of the hill. But you got to figure they got enough gold to keep making it worthwhile. There's a large tunnel to carry all of that runoff silt. In fact, it was filling up San Francisco Bay at about 1 foot per year. And at this location, that giant pipe runs 200 feet below this sign. A fun little story about this town. One day, a prospector went into town and paid for a bunch of items with gold nuggets. He ended up getting followed by a bunch of other prospectors to see where he was working. And they worked the creek that they thought he was working, and they got nothing. So they called it Humbug Creek. Later the town was called Humbug. The residents decided they didn't like the name after a while and changed it to Bloomfield, until they found out there's already a Bloomfield in California. So not to be deterred, they called it North Bloomfield. And the little stream that runs below it is still named Humbug Creek.
Track. Uh-oh. It's gated. Yep. Supposed to stay right. But it looked like we were supposed to go left before.
Okay, so it looks like this is something right here, though. What is that?
Miner cabins. Hmm? 8 miles. Thimbleberry Creek. Burning going on up there. Can't quite see the Omega overlook. The bar here. Good ride.
See, that was well worth the wait. Good job. Yay.